Greetings, my name is Hans. I'm a musical artist, and I'm making a series of videos showing and demonstrating some of the tools being used in Hanzu's musical creations. Today I'm going to talk about my guitar tuning. So there's a story behind the tuning that I use. I began playing guitar in 1993. I was 13, and I played in a standard tuning, just like everyone else, and then about 16 years or so into my guitar playing in 2009, I had the opportunity to attend a Guitarcraft beginner's course. Now, Guitarcraft was developed by the guitarist Robert Fripp, known for his work in King Crimson with David Bowie, Brian Eno, and so on. During this course, I had to unlearn a lot of bad habits I had picked up along the way in playing guitar and had to relearn how to play. And during the course, I spent a lot of time just trying to play a single note perfectly in accordance with the principles being taught. But one of the other aspects of the course was the tuning that they used, and it was called New Standard Tuning or Guitarcraft tuning. And it wasn't until after that course, which was just a week long, that I began to really explore this new tuning. So the tuning is fifths, except for a minor third at the top. So the bottom four strings are tuned like a cello. We've got C, G, D, A, then we have E, and with the minor third at the top we have another G. So one of the things I appreciated about this tuning at first was that the deviation in the tuning was not at the fifth string, but rather at the sixth string. So usually in standard tuning, you have the B string is a deviation from the fourths, and then it goes back to fourths for the E string. With this one, the deviation was at the highest string, and so it was easy to work around that when you're thinking in terms of scale patterns. The other things I grew to appreciate about the tuning was the extended range. The C is lower than that E string on the bottom of standard tuning, and the G is higher than the E string at the top of standard tuning. And then the other things I began to appreciate were the logic behind how the notes are laid out on the neck. The scale patterns make a lot of sense, and they're really easy to understand. Another thing was these beautiful open chord voicings that were really easy to play and understand. To give an example of what I'm talking about with the chords, I want to show you a G major triad, right? So we've got the root, fifth, major third, and then octave. And I can take that major third and move it down half a step to give me a G minor. Or, going back to that major triad, if I take the octave G and move it down half a step, I get a G major seventh chord. So I've got a root, fifth, major third, major seventh. It's beautiful and very easy to play. And then from there we can lower that seventh, that major seventh, to a minor seventh, keeping our root, fifth, major third, and now a minor seventh to give us the G dominant 7 chord. there, we can lower the major third a half step to make it a minor third, giving us a root, fifth, minor third, and minor seventh. G minor seventh. And then we could raise that minor seventh back up to the major seventh position and keep our minor third like this: root, fifth, minor third, major seventh, to give a G minor major seventh chord. Another aspect of the tuning that's really awesome is that you can play those 4-note chords as arpeggios with 2 notes per string. So let's do a G major seventh, root, major third, fifth, major seventh. We have a G major seventh arpeggio. Or we could do the G dominant 7 arpeggio with the root, major third, fifth, minor seventh. Or we could do the G minor seventh chord, root, minor third, fifth, minor seventh, G minor seventh. Or we could do that G minor major seventh with the G, root, minor third, fifth, major seventh, G minor major seventh. Also, I could show the scale patterns, and they are arranged in tetrachords, meaning 4 notes being played per string. I could show really quick the 7 modes, starting with Lydian, G Lydian, G Ionian, G Mixolydian, G Dorian, G Aeolian, G Phrygian, G Locrian. Another aspect of the tuning that's really nice is the way pentatonic scales are laid out. So those would be 3 notes per string. G major pentatonic, G minor pentatonic. We could do the Japanese scale, or the Okinawan scale. I did want to mention that if you are wanting to try this tuning out, you probably are going to need custom string gauges. I'll list the string gauges that I use for electric guitar and acoustic guitar on the screen if you want to pause it. Otherwise, until next time.